Hello everyone, I am back with a new depth video. Actually the support was insane from my last video. I had a lot of comments from other veteran players that I used to play with, that I also did not play with, but they also came back to my channel, which was honestly really nice and supportive, so thank you guys for that. In this video I'm going to be talking about HammerHead, and I'm also going to be showing you guys how to play as a HammerHead, because I am somewhat of a HammerHead main. I cannot really play as other sharks. I can try, but it's mostly going to fail. So for example, like a Mako or Tiger or other sharks, I can be decent, but I am generally better as a Hammerhead. Hammerhead is like in the middle, right? It's not a quick shark with low health, and it's not also a tanky shark such as, for example, like a great white. So it's like in the middle. It's fast, it gains stamina really quickly, somewhat in the middle of how Tiger and how Mako gain their stamina, and also it's tanky, somewhat close to great white, but it's in the middle again, as I said. So it's cool. Plus it can also insta kill the divers if you get them in the corner. Like, obviously it needs to have like a specific corner, but you can basically insta kill them if you really try to. So that's exactly why Hammerhead is my favorite killer, or not a killer but a shark. Also, other thing I have to mention is that the new developers actually made a new map. I forgot how to choose maps here. I'll show you. I'm not going to play on it because honestly I do not really like it. Oh wow, it's not actually here. Oh yeah, it's this one right here, the Containment. Containment is a pretty bad map, I have to say. Containment is similar to Ohem base. The hallways, the map in general is basically the Ohem base. The only difference is that there is like this dinosaur or something in the middle. Other than that, Steve is driving insanely weird, like goes from one save to another and then comes back to that save again. Also, I played as a diver and I was getting lost, so it was genuinely just weird. And imagine playing on that map as a shark, it's going to be hella confusing, bro. I also bought the community bundle 1 if you guys are interested, which I always wanted to do, but I just did not find the skins necessarily good for me, but I still did it. Anyways, let's find a match as a shark, and I'm gonna show you guys and also kind of teach you guys how to play as a Hammerhead. I'm sure most of you guys already know, because many of you guys are like veteran players and you guys have played this game for a long time. However, since the game is being updated pretty frequently at this point, new players have come back, or new players have been coming to the game. Veterans are also coming back to the game, so if you guys have forgotten how to play as the Hammerhead, then I'm obviously going to teach you guys. Some other things I have to also mention is that the new developers have made a statement where they're talking about the roadmap of the game, so like what they are going to do to the game. Mostly, and also unfortunately, it's mainly the skins. They are going to add a skin set in July, they are going to add another skin set in August, and they are going to add a community bundle in September, I believe, and after September they're going to make like a test or like balancing test in October. So it is kind of disappointing that they are mainly focusing on skins. Like legit, like 3 months of skins is going to be cool in terms of new content and cool stuff, but at the same time this game needs more than just skins, bro. There are a lot of bugs. For example, when I get a case or like a chest, and then when I move to the treasure category, the treasure is not always seen there. I have to restart the game and then I have to go back to the treasure in order to find the treasure is actually in the treasure category, because sometimes it bugs out and it's not even showing that I got a treasure. So some things like that are need to be fixed. That's what I'm going to say. Anyways, so yeah, you choose the Hammerhead Shark. These are DLC skins if you are wondering. I generally like this one, so I'm going to always play with that skin. So upgrades as well. What do I use usually? So I use... okay, never mind. I will show you guys as I play the game. I'm either going to play one game, or I'm either going to play 2 games. We'll see how it goes. These players seem to have not a lot of matches, but they seem pretty old players as well, because if you look at those pins, they are quite old. Why I'm also recording this video is because many people that are coming back to the game, or that are also new and beginners of the game, they are disconnecting from a lot of matches. So I thought I would just maybe show you guys how to play as a Hammerhead, and like get you the idea of how to do it. I'm obviously not the best. I have lost many games as a Hammerhead, but still. So what do you do? First of all, I have also noticed quite a lot of veteran players saying that people should not be in the corners, but actually people should be in the corners. That's what they say. But actually, if you are a Hammerhead, people being in the corners is not necessarily beneficial for you. They have to be away from the corners, and I will tell you why. So wait, I will just spawn. So first upgrade, I always go with Hangry, because it gives you a lot of stamina for free. Then I usually go with Nimble Fiend, because this gives you the ability to lunge faster. So if lunging took me like 2 or 3 seconds, with the Nimble Fiend it takes me like half of that, so that's nice. So if you see this, look. Now, if that guy was completely at the corner, then I would not be able to deal the Hammerhead damage. And by Hammerhead damage, I mean hitting the wall deals a lot more damage. And if somebody is already in the corner, then you are not going to hit the corner with the guy inside your mouth. So for example, if somebody is already here and I hit the guy, there is going to be no damage in terms of hitting them to the wall. But if somebody is standing here and then I'm coming from here and boom, I do this, it's going to be like double damage, meaning I grab the guy, it's doing the damage by grabbing him, and then I'm also doing the damage by hitting him to the wall. So that's again more beneficial than somebody just being to the wall or stuck to the wall. See? That was basically an insta-kill right there. So that's also something that many people kind of mistake. It's better to stay to the walls or close to the walls if you are a diver. But if you are a Hammerhead, it's better for divers to stay away from the corners. At least a little bit. Okay, another thing I'm going to also show you guys, or kind of teach you guys, that I have learned with the Hammerhead. Then I always go with Powerful Tail, which helps you grab a diver and then lunge with the diver whilst the diver is in your mouth. So that's another thing, because if you do that, it's going to help you to grab somebody and then shove them into the wall, which does more damage again, which obviously we need as a Hammerhead. Okay, I'm not playing necessarily as good as I should be, because I'm not focused on the game, but hopefully you guys understand. Another thing which I also wanted to show you guys again is that, so for example, if I grab the diver is right here, and then I hit the wall with the diver and the floor is near me, I can do something like grab a diver, boom, hit the wall, and then boom, hit the floor again, boom, back to the wall, and it does like triple damage, because one is hitting this wall, second one damage is hitting the wall or the floor, and the third one is going to be hitting the wall again. So it's not going to be as significant, but obviously it does damage and kills the divers. Sometimes instantly as well. Okay, I was just talking too much. Now they already have net guns. Let's try to focus and see what I can do. Can I wipe them out? Can I not wipe them out? Well, we'll see about that. Okay, I think it's going to be pretty difficult, but I will try my best. If I do not speak, then obviously I don't speak because I'm kind of focused. Is my... Oh, okay. My teammate is a tiger. I thought he was a Mako for some reason. Also, what you want to do is sometimes if you are a... In general, actually, unless you are a great white, sometimes you need to wait for your friend, like a shark. So for example, I'm waiting for my guy to attack now, and when all their focus is on this guy, then I can go and enter, because all the shots will be fired, the net guns are going to be also fired, and then I'm going to have like more time to attack, right? That's something to also think about if you are against like veteran players or like really good players, such as these, for example. It's also quite fascinating that like you would not necessarily expect expect these guys to be this good, because they barely have 100 games. So usually people that have 100 games are not as good as these people are. Are they also veterans, maybe with like Smurf accounts or something? Only God knows. But that doesn't really matter at the moment. See, I just used that, like hit a wall and then a floor, so pretty much instantly kill the guy. Okay, so now what I do, blindside and both of the abilities. Now this does nothing, but this does a lot of good things. The last upgrade of your ability gives you health and also stamina once you hit the wall, and the blindside gives you ability to swing like that. So generally when you swing you go straight, but with the blindside, when you go straight you can do this. You can like turn the way you want. So for example, if a diver is trying to dodge, then you can do this as well, and you can grab the diver whilst he's dodging. So that's another thing. Okay, they got me with the net. It's going to be difficult, but I will try my best to win, of course. What are the other things? What do I do? I think that's mostly what I do. Nothing special. Hopefully my my body just attacks now, otherwise we're losing a lot of time here. Also, you can see the guns. So for example, this guy is grabbing a net gun at the moment, so it's always beneficial to go for somebody who is stronger in the team. In games such as Dead by Daylight, for example, it's not necessarily a good idea to go for somebody who is strong, but in depth it's beneficial to go for somebody who is strong, because you get rid of the guy and then all the weaklings are going to be the ones that are kind of left. And that's also going to be kind of like a strategy to get like good divers. For example, if I'm playing with Dawn or if I'm playing against Dawn, what I do is I try to grab Dawn, because Dawn is the best player usually in a team, and if Dawn is dead, then it's easier for me to kill the other ones. Okay, that was pretty stupid. But yeah, let's get the head upgrade. I don't think it's going to be that useful, but still. Okay, that was close though. They already also have harpoons. It's going to be difficult, but I think we can do it, I guess. Well, my teammate is playing way too passively here. He's not necessarily helping or doing anything really. And as you see, HammerHead is hella strong. See, there was double damage there. You could also hear one bang was to the wall and the other bang was instantly to the floor. So it pretty much instantly killed the guy. Now I do not really know what to do. I usually upgrade the Ignore Pain. It's not the best, it's pretty good, but takes away your stamina. But again, if it takes away your stamina, you do have the ability to gain your stamina back. So that's that. Bro, please attack, man. Wow, nice. See, the blindside helped me there, like a lot, but the bot got me. He's asking me how that is one tap. Bro, it's a harpoon. It costs like 4,500. I think I have given you guys enough tips to win against like pretty good divers. And there we go, 27 kills. I thought we were losing, and the game was already lost, but we came back. And the bot with 8 kills is insane, bro. GG's. And we are in the second game. So also a few things that I have not mentioned that I should have mentioned. The map obviously matters. There are some maps where you cannot necessarily use Hammerhead. So for example, if the texture of the map is similar to this, so there are like a lot of curved rocks or curved surfaces, you cannot really do anything with the Hammerhead. There has to be a flat surface in order for the Hammerhead to work, because hitboxes are how do I say, hitboxes are not the best. So unless there is a flat surface, then it's going to be pretty difficult for you to work with the Hammerhead. See, as you saw there, that should have been an insta kill, but since the surface was curved, I could not do that. Another thing I have to also mention is if you are playing against like veteran players, so for example, let's take Dawn as an example, right? So Dawn usually goes outside with a pistol and gets a lot of kills, right? Because he's confident and he's also pretty good at the game. And most sharks have the ego, and I also understand that because I used to also have ego when I was playing the game. You really want to get the guy who is outside because you think he is cocky, and if you get the guy who is outside, it's going to make you feel better, right? But in reality, what it's doing is it's making you lose, because you may get the guy once out of your like 9 lives, and maybe you can get him another time in like 12 lives, and you're going to feel better about yourself because you actually got the guy who you wanted to get. But in reality, you just lost. So the better choice is to usually leave the guy alone, leave the ego out of the room as well, and go for the people that are inside. So for example, if somebody was right there kind of provoking me to grab him, I would generally just go inside and try to kill the people that are weaklings inside. So again, kind of two how do I say, two ways to go. One, if the good diver is inside the cave or in like the compound or whatever you want to call that, usually it's better to go and get the guy who is better. But if the guy who is better is outside, it's usually better to leave that guy alone. They have a lot of mines there, so I was kind of trying to like blow the mine up. Didn't really work though. If you are new as well, and if you see that your screen is turning green, that's because you are being poisoned and you need to grab the seals in order to heal yourself. If you are also bleeding and divers are using something called bleed as their like ability, what you need to do is to stop completely. Holy shit, dude, these people are spamming everything in their ability, bro. Like pets, shark screens, the EBPs or whatever it's called. Nerf what? It's the same guy, by the way, that we played against. Divers, they buffed them. When did they buff divers? I'm actually interested. When did they buff divers? Oh, I think I'm dead. Yep. I don't know about that. Honestly though, Fisherman Horizon, who is one of the best players again, was also saying the same thing, that, if I remember correctly of course, he was saying that divers are pretty strong, and honestly, if you compare or if you take like a full pre-made with like two sharks that are best in the game and also 4 divers that are best in the game, I genuinely think that the divers are going to win 100 times out of 100, unless they have a good start. But honestly, the beginning of the game matters a lot. It generally does. If you are a fast shark and the beginning of your game goes badly, then you just lost. There is nothing you can do. But if you are a fast shark such as Meiko or Tiger and your beginning of the game goes well, then you are going to win. Because they are pretty fast, but their health is low, so I think my teammate thinks that these people are good at the game simply because they are abusing the hell out of every consumable. See? That's the example I was talking about. So this guy is outside now. He's being pretty cocky. Let's see if we can get him actually. No, not really. I will get him next time though. That's fine. He also got the net gun, so we'll try to make him miss once, and then once he misses, he's dead. Also, try to go to them in like from different directions. Don't go at them like in a straight line. Okay, well, just forget about that. We are not going to mess with him because it's not really worth it. We are going to lose. Let's go inside and get the people that are inside, as I have said, to avoid guys like that. Oh, he came back. Okay, I thought like who is grabbing me with the net gun, bro? Nobody was inside. But now I see. Usually, when such divers go inside and when they realize that most of the time you are not like following their order, or like you are not being provoked and you are going inside, they also come back inside, and mainly they stay inside as well. Now I'm not sure if it's a good thing to make them stay inside, because they can play pretty well whether they are inside or outside, doesn't really matter. Holy shit, dude, like my bro, sometimes this game is just too much. My stamina wasn't coming back. Like I wanted to hit the wall, but it was not, my stamina wasn't doing anything. Are we going to win? It's going to be difficult, but I guess we'll try. He should not be as passive, especially as a tiger. He's playing way too passive. I think we're going to lose this one. That's fine though. Another thing is you should not really give up. I see many people giving up. It's not necessarily a good idea, especially when you are at the end of the game. Like, why are you giving up, bro? You are losing XP, you are losing score and everything you get. It's pointless. Yeah, that's fine. GG's though. I'm not sure who this guy is, but they played pretty well. We also received this chest. Let's just open it, see what we get. Nothing, to be honest. We don't really get anything from this chest except those the gray rarity ones, but still. Something to also consider when you are opening chests. When you are opening a chest and the music is getting intense, it means you are going to get something good. But if the music is not intense and the music is as it was now, then you are getting something pretty bad. Anyways though, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys also learned something new that maybe you did not know, or maybe if you knew something, then make sure to leave a like, also subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Good luck guys, and peace out. And also remember, this game is not necessarily on Shark's side, and you are going to lose a lot of games if you are playing against good divers.